Hey viewers, welcome back to Andy's Garage. Hey, in the garage today, I have this Craftsman leaf blower. Got it from a guy that I did some other work for. So he couldn't get it to start. He said if I wanted it, I could have it. And I never turn down free yard equipment, because if he didn't get it to run, I scrap the stuff down, use it for spare parts. So I did a preliminary inspection on her when I got her, and I noticed that the fuel lines look pretty rough. So when I went to grab them, they just fell apart in my hand. So I thought, well, maybe she just needs fuel lines. And then when I looked at the fuel lines inside the tank, they were cracked. I mean, all the way through, real bad. So I went ahead and I replaced the fuel lines. Thought that would take care of it. Put new fuel lines, new fuel filter on her, fired it up, ran like a turd. So I took the carb off, took it apart, cleaned it. Diaphragm was kind of stiff, so worked on that. Got her pretty loose, put her back on. She ran a lot better, but not quite perfect. So I decided to go ahead and buy another one of these type of carburetor maintenance kits. And this is what's left of that air filter. But in this kit, this one comes with the carb, and I already matched them up, so it's the right carb. It also includes, in this bag here, has a spark plug, has a spare primer bulb, a gasket set, and a fuel filter. And then, of course, the new air filter. And lastly, new set of fuel lines, which I don't need these because I already replaced the fuel lines. So, of course, don't need the fuel filter, but I'm going to keep this air filter out. And I'm not going to change the spark plug on this quite yet. I'm going to save that for another day. Mainly, I just want to get this carburetor swapped out. So that's what I'm working on. So let's get to it. Hey viewers, all right, we're just going to get started on her, and it's going to be a pretty simple job. I'll take these screws out. I already took the air filter cover off. Yeah, it's a pretty simple job. We're just going to take these two screws out. And be careful, because as soon as you take these two screws out, the carb's, completely loose. And then on here, on that throttle linkage, I'm going to move that up a little bit, like so. You know what, let's get these fuel lines off first. There you go. Pop your gas cap off when you do this. That way you relieve any pressure that may be in the tank. There you go. Because you don't want to take these fuel lines off with pressure in the tank, because then spray gas everywhere. Anyway, now you can go ahead and get that throttle linkage off. So, all right. We're going to go ahead and start off by slapping this throttle linkage on here first. And tilt this back for a little better view. There you go. Yeah, pretty simple change out on these. Wow, I'm blind. Oh, there we go. Put our fuel lines back on. Okay. I'm going to reuse this gasket that's on here because it's actually in pretty good shape. All right. This part is a little tricky. You gotta get it through your housing here, then through the carb, and then line up your hole in the gasket, and then line up your hole here on the engine block. Same thing on this bottom. There you go. Actually, that one slid right in. And we'll go ahead and snug these down. Don't know what this torque spec is. Don't really care. Just use common sense. Tight, but not overly tight. Not that hard. All right. All right. Now that that's on, should be ready to go. So I'm going to prime it and then see how she runs. All right. Get the air filter put in. Put this cover back on. All right, viewers, that's going to end it for this video. When I first started her up that first time, she was smoking real bad because I cleaned out the muffler. There's really no good way of getting that spark arrestor out without having to completely disassemble the muffler, and I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get it back together. And there's just no sense in buying another one. So I just opted out for the option of cleaning it. And I just got done cleaning a little bit ago. I thought it was dry. Apparently it wasn't. So she was just burning off some cleaning solution residue. But anyway, like I said, these carburetor jobs are, pretty cut and dry. Just about anybody can do them. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful. And if it was, like, subscribe, and as always, thanks for watching.